Hello and welcome to C News. I'm Georgie Quill.
Hello, welcome to The Laughter. I'm your host. My name is Rove, and damn it if I ain't feeling sexy tonight.
Channel 31 holds a special place in our hearts here at the project because it's where most of the team kick-started their careers on telly.
I think the first time I went live to work on Channel 31 was to do stand-up comedy, and it was terrifying.
I had no idea what I was doing and I looked so awkward and it was foul.
Thanks for staying with us.
It was a really, really useful stepping stone because it introduces you to people and it exposes you to the disciplines of broadcasting in a way you otherwise wouldn't. So even if it doesn't open doors, it opens possibilities for you.
Over the past 22 years, the volunteer-run community channel has been a breeding ground for some of the best in the biz.
How are you?
Good, good.
Are you troubled by gas?
Well,
you troubled by gas?
Came through with Rove, Hamish and Andy, Waleed, Nazim Hussain. I saw Luke McGregor for the first time on Channel 31, Tommy Little.
Gives me great pleasure to introduce a great comic and a great friend. Please welcome Dave Thornton.
It literally was a training session for anyone in TV, wherever you wanted to work, in front of the camera, behind the camera, and people are going to miss out on that, which is sad.
Australian community broadcasters have just 5 months until they're forced off the air.
All of the remaining community TV stations have been hustling to, fight for our survival whilst we work on how we're going to, evolve in a much shorter time than the rest of the industry has been asked to.
Despite twice extending its deadline, the federal government is standing by a decision made in 2014 to close the self-funded network. Its aim is to free up broadcast spectrum space to try out new technologies.
The technology that was going to be tested on the space that we occupy is now already being used by the mainstream networks. So we will literally be vacating the space and being replaced by nothing.
C31 will still exist as a not-for-profit production company and move online.
We're transitioning from being a $2.5 million a year non-for-profit, and that revenue is largely being created by the on-air sponsorship that gets sold in between programming. The challenge is replacing that income and that revenue that we have had.
Channel 31 is a working television station, so you've got all the resources there, the experience, as opposed to going out and filming your own YouTube videos. They're two totally different things.
I love Solo Cafe.
Nazim, this coffee's terrible. You're fired.
The show that Waleed did back in the mid-2000s was massive. It was not only did it win awards, but it was an important show in that it was a show produced by and featuring all of these great Muslims who were starting to, get their voice out there and talk about issues that were important to their community.
It's really raw. You can have something that's so creative and multicultural that you don't get to do on commercial television.
It's estimated 1,500 volunteers are beavering away at any given time to make community TV content that's broadcast in more than 30 languages while they get experience in the industry.
We had more stuff-ups than we had not.
I referred to the coxless for men as the cockless for. That was a real honour to have that on tape and go to air.
Channel 31 nearly killed my career because I, to this day, am still the only person to ever get fired from Channel 31. I went rogue a few too many times live on air.
I make no mistakes on there.
We know that, Pete, but for what it's worth, we think the government might be making one by pulling the plug on Channel 31.
Thank you very much for the ride. Thank you very much for the opportunities. I hope I see you again.
I still hold out hope that it's not quite the end, but if it is, thank you.